guys, the Ace of Blades returning. I am going to actually do AV test, heaven knows. I know all I've done is AV tests thus far, but I feel confident in this one. Plus, I'm going to get a new camera as soon as possible, so it won't matter. Or maybe a capture card. I do apologize for you guys having to see that on some of the videos. There's just nothing I can do about it. The camera refuses to go any lower on that platform than where it is right now. But onto what we're actually going to do. I know a lot of people have forsaken Wolf Cybertron. I really need to recharge this battery because a lot of people are exploiting it. But if you're one of the few people that actually remains in the game and plays it legitimately, I actually have been accused of modding just yesterday because I am just that good. So I'm going to give a full lowdown of everything in the game, just because I can. Class by class. First, we have the scouts. The game says they use hit and run tactics to deliver sudden damage. I find it better to sneak up behind the enemy and just unleash long range firepower from the battle pistol. Just because I like the battle pistol. Their melee weapons are swords, or to be technical, the Decepticons have whatever. The sword with the indentation near the edge of the blade. Looks like a sickle. They have EMP grenades, which are effectively flashbangs in this game. Their kill streaks are an orbital beacon at 3 kills, just gives you enemy locations. Kind of like a UAV, but on your HUD instead of your radar, because there isn't a radar in this game. The Energon Recharge, which pretty much gives you very rapid health regeneration. You can kill just as long as it's not like a magma frag followed by a fusion hand shot. You can generally survive anything. Like magma frag, detonate, immediately switch. It requires timing. I think you actually have to lag a little. That actually has to be a little lag for you to switch quick enough. But then there's the Orbital Beacon 2.0, which is effectively an EMP grenade on every enemy and hitting them with marked target. And I'm pretty sure marked target's affected by your choice of upgrades, not called perks in this game. The battle pistol, semi-automatic heavy pistol with a 5x scope, which if you look at it and the way it reloads and fires, preferably in campaign, solo escalation or something, non-competitive multiplayer, it actually seems to work like a revolver. That's just interesting. I find it useful if you can deal with the hip fire issue. So, overall effective weapon. Recommend never leaving home without it. The Scatter Blaster it's a fully automatic shotgun, and I figured up its rate of fire today. I really have had nothing to do today. I believe it actually came up to like 150 rounds a minute exactly. The plasma cannon, it's just a charge weapon. It charges up. The lowest charge has the least damage, and second has more, and then the third more, each using more ammo. But after you once you're at full charge, it starts draining ammo constantly till you release it, kind of like a charged plasma pistol in the Halo games. And then the Null Ray, which is a 10 times scoped sniper. To level the 10 times zoom is actually halfway between the medium and highest variable zoom in Call of Duty Black Ops. And this weapon's fire rate comes out to 48 rounds a minute. Bow pistol is 120 rounds a minute, and plasma cannon depends on the charge. Your abilities are cloaking, which is pretty self-explanatory. Dash, which is pretty much a quick little dash off also self-explanatory. A decoy trap. It just spawns a decoy pickup, which it looks like a weapon pickup for the weapon you have, which is really good if you have captured a scrap maker, even more so a displacer or a shot cannon. And what it does is it stuns them for several seconds, but it kind of phases out for a few seconds every once in a while. It's really weird looking, so kind of gives it away. Mark target just stuns your enemy with an EMP, and it weakens their armor and shows you their location. The upgrades, I'll probably end up splitting this into two parts, by the way. Looking at the time. Backstab, which doubles your melee damage from behind. Pretty sure this can one-hit kill scientists. Not sure about other scouts. Surprise attack, which gives you increased damage after decloaking. Very good for a rapid assault class. Vendetta, which increases the duration of marked target, though if you use marked target well, you shouldn't have to leave it on them. You should die pretty quick. Shock treatment, which just does damage while they're stunned by your decoy trap. Marked target gives you a targeting I cannot speak English. Targeting chip increases the damage marked targets take, and Stinger increases the stun duration for the decoys. Ghost, pretty much it gives you longer cloaking time, like 50% longer. Health Matrix gives you 200 health or 2 bars for every kill, which is I use not a sniper class. Leg Surge gives you faster foot speed, but if you really have to cover ground, it'd probably be better to have, if you have a tendency to need to cover a lot of ground, you should probably switch to car form, or at least have dash on. So, not the most useful overall. Dimensional Step, you have this weird electrical effect if you transform where you're cloaked, or when you go in to cloak. So this removes that and gives you extra armor coming out. Fuel efficiency, just it makes your dashes longer, though it's easier to kind of fly off the side of a map like debris. EMP blinders just prevent you from self-stunning. And the general, these are actually the same among all classes, so I'm only going to go over them once, except for the second one. Weapon stabilizer reduces the kickback, pretty much reduces recoil on all weapons. EMP intensifier gives you increased flashbang radius. Blaster amplifier gives you 2 extra clips of ammo to start off. Good for the null array, but I should really start using that. First aid reduces the delay between if you have a partial bar of health when it goes back up. Just faster gives you a second grenade, and rapid recharge reduces ability recharge time. And this is just a ridiculous class, by the way. I'm just gonna show all the chassis. I want to start with where's the run? I want to start with the runner. This is Bumblebee's character in game, and I have the high contrast so you can see which color is which. So ta-da! I never really liked him. Speedster. The Sprinter, this is the one you get for being the about campaign, it's RC. The other was Sideswipe, by the way. And the Dragster, which is DLC, is Jazz. Jazz actually did that one time in G1. It's pretty funny. Something kind of like that. And then we have the Enforcer, which is Barricade. It's actually like a G1ized version of his movie version. That gun, these are high contrast colors. Tracker, which is from the DLC, second one. I love his transformation. Dead end, by the way. And then the Racer, which is Breakdown. That gun, that's high contrast. That front end color is default. The weird red. I don't know why it does. Oh, it's because it had it on a different one. Let me check the time. It is actually at 10 minutes, so before I accidentally go over, I'm gonna cut now. See you later when we go over The Scientist.